We continue on with 101 Reasons to Watch Friday Night Huddle. The quarterbacks, Mark Porter, scoutingohio.com, Nate Klein, cleveland.com. Guys, let's talk about Markell Stevens-Pepper, quarterback from Trotwood, Madison. Great numbers, 22 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I have a high school team tomorrow, and I want a kid like that on my team. He can do it all. In high school, you need to be able to break contain. You need to be able to threaten the edges. You need to be able to keep plays alive. He does all that. He's a little kid with a big arm. You know, sometimes those big arms aren't on the 6'5" kid. They show up on a kid like him. High level of accuracy. I think he was just getting the game last year on their run through the playoffs, and I think he'll be very dangerous this year, especially with that tailback they have, Ravion Hargrove.
Another quarterback to talk about, Nate, Joey Boffman from Wadsworth. Just a really good athlete.
Now that he's wrapped up on the wrestling mat now, he put up over close to 4,000 all-purpose yards for the Grizzlies this past season. But I'm looking for him to kind of take the next step. This team is in a fairly tough league, and I don't know, Boffman's got to handle that. And obviously he's probably going to play both ways if they're going to see the playoffs this year.
Yeah, let's talk about another Northeast Ohio guy from Massillon Jackson. Jaret Pallotta is headed to UMass, a D1 recruit.
Yep, big, tall, strong-arm kid. Drives the ball. When you see him throw the deep digs and the deep outs, they're on a laser-like line. Maybe the strongest arm in the class, but not as good as the athlete as the other couple quarterbacks. But when you watched him play McKinley, he stood there in the pocket. He did all the things like a big-time quarterback would do already with that presence. At the basketball asset of his game, he's a great basketball player. You're going to see him do better than normal things in college. But look for him to make that team have a little run this year. I think they have a few receivers that help light up the scoreboard.
We talk about some Northwest Ohio guys in Riley Keller and A.J. Gucciardo from Holland Springfield up near the Toledo area. Keller, just a sophomore who lit it up as a freshman as well.
Yeah, Keller took a few games to get into the lineup, but all of a sudden you saw this big, strong-armed young kid. He's not a finished product yet, but you see the flashes, what we like to say, the flashes of the talent. And same thing with Gucciardo. He's not big yet, but throws one of the prettiest balls in Ohio. You watch him throw a deep ball, it's like he's handing it off to the receiver as it lands in their arms. Perfect spiral. Big things in Northwest Ohio for those two quarterbacks.
Keller, 1,872 yards, 21 touchdowns as a freshman. He'll be under center again for Toledo. Whitmer as a sophomore.